transport, but can I just ask if we've got any correspondence, because we jumped from...
Yeah.
No, you
Say
don't.
no.
Oh, I didn't hear you say no, sorry, thank you very much. I just missed it.
It's my job to sleep.
You trained you up, Dave.
No, who does Swindon Transport then? Oh well. Sound of silence. Local consultative group, police.
I think last time this came up, I said this is now defunct, so it should be struck off. It keeps turning back up again. So I've got nothing to say because the meeting doesn't happen anymore.
Highworth Youth Centre, which is Angela, but she's not here.
One of the things I've been asked by concerned residents about the youth centre is when is it going to close? Because the old people have a
They have a luncheon club.
They have a luncheon club.
They also got in touch with me and I went up and had a look and there was this sad old shed with a blue tarpaulin on the top. And so I reported that and they said, yeah, okay, we'll come and fix that. But that's it. It won't last much longer anyway.
But I think we need to write to them because when they get there, or there's all washing up needs doing, the place needs cleaning. So I think you know, to my mind, they're paying for a service they're not getting from SBC. And because the youth club isn't using it anymore, they're not putting anybody in to do anything in it.
No.
So they shouldn't be renting it out if that's the case.
Are you suggesting we write? And who am I going to write to?
I will find out for you. I don't know the woman's name anymore. I used to.
Just to say that.
You know, Pauline.
No.
This is to say that it's no longer usable and they won't be able to use it.
Well, if they're no longer going to maintain it, they shouldn't be renting it out to Highworth residents.
Exactly. If it's not usable, then the luncheon club, don't worry that they've got nowhere to go. You know.
They're talking to.
They're talking to.
Are they? Or go down the north here.
Yeah. They have spoken to us and gone away.
Yeah, they're waiting to know because where it is very convenient for Newburgh
Yeah,
Place.
that's right.
So they'll have to get the bus and all that sort of job.
Town twinning, Jerry?
Town twinning is picking up. I can give the chairman's report into the office where you can all
They had
see
their
it.
AGM last Thursday.
So, yeah, we had an AGM last Thursday. The last year's activities have been quite good. The town twinning were in receipt of £500 from the EU because the clever people in France know how to claim monies and proving that it's all good for the cause. So the bank balance of the twinning is looking extremely good. There are visits arranged, I can put the programme in again for people to look at, and the really good news is that there's been new members on the committee. There has been a good response to people coming forward to act on the committee.
That's the chairman saying
The chairman's the same, but the actual, there's been quite a takeover because obviously people get sick and poorly and can't do it.
Right, thank you for that. Executive committee walk. Nobody.
Walk, talk, very similar. And it all goes back to when we were under Wiltshire. Walk is Wiltshire, and Salt was Swindon.
Swindon Area Local Commission.
And I don't know if everybody knows, but I'm not at all well. I haven't been very well, so I haven't been. But going back to the conversation previously, I think our best bet for Highworth is the route, the path that Maureen has proposed, and in a way bypass. The good thing with WALC is we do get support legally, don't we, David?
Yeah, we can use them for advice, but
Yes.
I don't see it. I look at their minutes and it's mainly just internal housekeeping.
It is, and I do think both institutions, for want of a better word, don't actually do us any good. I think we've got to make our own furrow. And you already started with the meetings you've had, and I think we should build on that.
With the Chair's permission, I think it might be a good idea if we can get this rural area to approach WALC and say,
Yeah.
can they have a committee for Swindon?
Yes.
And a committee for everybody else?
Yes.
So that we get, if we want to go, we
That-
can have a say.
yeah.
But if we don't, you know, we don't get completely ignored out of it. We can
No.
take our own problems
Yeah.
being rural.
Okay, thank you for that then. Highworth Community Partnership Group?
Well.
Go on, make
No.
up your mind.
You're the reporter, you
I'm
have
the
to
reporter.
report.
Yeah, so meetings recently, I think the last time, I suppose in the last 3 months, I should have actually brought some minutes to capture from it. There's been mainly what work done to support the library, and the campaign that the team there have done. Their work to also roll out awareness for the Safer Places programme that's matured and is kind of still continuing. That was commented upon and continues. And the money that was held back for putting the town vision together, once the town plan has come to completion now, and hopefully will be completely submitted, will be to then bring the town plan or the vision document back up, because I think that's now 8 years since it was last fully published.
Any questions for Nick, anybody? Sure.
With the safe places, we've already got that in place quite a bit, haven't we? Because we went to a meeting at Fair Trade, it's all the same
It's-
thing, isn't it?
Oh, it's the same thing, same people.
It was very instructive and very, very good, it was attended by a lot of people. But
That's-
it identifies all the safe places, so you can all of them
No,
go.
so it is these people. There's two halves to the program really. Where it's been successful is where both the driving awareness for the potential people who benefit from having it in place. They need to know that it's there, so that's an important piece. And then there's also the signing up of places that will accept to be a safe place, which we've got a good number covered in Highworth. I think in the past, getting shops signed up has been
You'll
one
be
thing.
happy to know that the council office is a safe place and you see a sticker in the window.
Excellent. But I think the work now, the hard work for the team is making sure that everyone in the community that needs to know that it's there are made aware. And that's the kind of the ongoing effort.
Fair trade, Alison?
Yes, we had a very successful coffee morning on the 12th of March. The theme was put fair trade in your break, and thank you to all those councillors, and particularly our president, who came along, because the mayor, as you will remember, is officially the president. I'm not sure he or she was actually aware of that, but they are.
Well, no, yeah.
So that's because, as you know, one of the conditions we have to fulfil is the support of the town council, and that is very important, particularly because this year we will have to apply for renewal of our fair trade town status. So it's not just a once in a lifetime thing. We've got to keep on going and demonstrate that we still fill the requirements, which are a number of shops selling fair trade goods, a number of businesses promoting fair trade, etc. So that will be the next thing we will be getting on with.
Thank you very much. Working party neighbourhood plan?
Right, neighbourhood plan. Tonight we want to vote the neighbourhood plan through. We haven't got a completely finished neighbourhood plan because SBC, I'm going to pass over to David, he's going to override me.
Sorry,
No, go on.
I had a phone call this evening from Karen Finister, who's the lady at Swindon who's dealing with it. She's now completed all the, well, first of all, Keith and Mary went through all the amendments that the examiner, they have now put them into the plan. They sent that to Swindon. Swindon was working on a glossary, I believe, and they've also put several maps in. She was going to send out a copy of the plan tonight. However, there's some problem with one or two of the maps. I think Keith could tell you that it's a nightmare. but I can safely say now that you have a plan that will go forward to the cabinet for acceptance. I think it's helpful if you can tonight accept that the amended plan go forward, if we could have a resolution on that. And when I get the amended plan, I will send an e-copy to everybody, all the councillors.
You cannot just, all councillors have already had a copy of the neighbourhood plan with the alterations in, it's just they haven't actually been put in place. Would councillors be happy to vote on that tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So,
think you need to vote to accept the amended plan and recommend it go forward to.
yeah. So can we vote for just what David said, for the amended plan and for it to go forward, because then it can go to cabinet?
Those in favour?
And go forward to a referendum.
Unanimous?
Unanimous.
All right, way you go.
Yeah. I think, and when it went to Swindon after the Reg 14 consultation, it actually went out of our hands.
Yes.
You know, so everything that we have done, Keith and Mary have done, really they've been helping Swindon out. So, and it's a bit of a nightmare, I think.
Nothing else on that.
Hang on, not finished yet. So if I could go on to the flyers for the referendum that we need to get to every house in Highworth. Do we have to, is that after that's after cabinet when it's gone through
Well, I think we should be doing it. We haven't got a date. As soon as we've got a date, we need to go out.
Yeah. Ryan's going to talk to David about designing a leaflet that people are going to immediately pick up and want to read. Nick has kindly had a word about the link, about putting one in every Link magazine. It's fairly positive, but we're not 100% certain, and we would probably have to find a couple of people who'd be willing to put the leaflets in the Link magazine. But we're still waiting for an answer on that one. The post office is, in my view, fine, except they shove everything inside something big, and if it's anything like my house, I just pick that up and put it straight in the recycling bin. I don't go through it and look at it. One of the other suggestions was that all the councillors take an area of Highworth and deliver, all those who are capable of doing. It's only a suggestion, Alison, just try and get them in every house. But go on, if it's all right through the chair, Alison.
Through the chair, does that include Sevenhampton and Hannington and all those other places as well?
No.
Not Hannington,
No.
Hampton.
Hampton.
Yeah.
Hampton and Seven
Hampton and
Hampton.
Southampton.
Yeah.
Or Newhampton.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be good if the link could. I agree with Pauline on the post office, but I would ask perhaps that somebody could do a bit of recce of other deliverers, because I do know some and it's fairly reasonable. I have quite strong views on whether we deliver them or not, and I think it would be far more if they're done by some point.
So, as well as you mentioned, raising it with the link to understand what the challenges are and what the issues are, obviously stuffing it, and then potentially a contribution toward costs.
Yeah.
But again, that if it comes back as an option. The other thing I've done is contact Royal Mail. Through work, we have an account manager that kind of responds to us fairly promptly, and I've asked what are the costs, and I've given him the requirement, and so because they do, I think is it once a week, Royal Mail mailmen do a flyers delivery. What would it cost?
Yeah.
I'll come back as soon as I have.
We've just said that all goes inside something big.
They get collated I think 3 items as a maximum together, so can be as you
Well,
described.
I just bin it because you know it's nothing in there, so I think we would lose a lot there.
David?
Yes, I would, and Nick's touched on this. There is a financial cost to all this, and I think that we have to be prepared to spend some money to get the word out to the people of Highworth.
Absolutely.
Whether they vote for the plan or against it, is not important. They should be given the opportunity to vote, and they won't vote unless they're made aware of it. So I think that we should actually finance. The first thing is, are you happy for me to pay for the cost of the production of the leaflets, and is Ryan willing to do it?
Right, I'm
Yes,
going to do it.
sorry, yes.
Wake up.
Is
Yes,
there a
I am.
price to that?
Yes, was it 5,000 roughly?
Leaflets,
No.
not money.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
Ping ponging
leaflets.
here.
he said about £120.
Yeah, roughly
For the
about
amount we needed.
£120.
Okay, what I'm going to suggest is, because there may be other people, there may be young people who want to go out, and that might be the scouts or whatever. You could make a donation to them if they were willing to take them round the houses. I think you mentioned the link would like a contribution.
I will find out.
Yeah, I think if you could give me a budget of 1,000, it doesn't mean I'm going to spend 1,000, but if you agree a budget of 1,000, that gives me enough room to pay for whatever Ryan needs and to pay reasonable contributions to other places like the link that want to cooperate with us and put stuff out.
Does it, Nick, the link goes to every house in Highworth?
It does, yeah.
That's it, full stop then.
More or less what I was going to say.
Yeah.
But so we still have to cover our little villages outside, or are we only worried about Hampton?
Hampton and
Hampton and Southampton.
So it's only, you
Don't
don't
know,
put the
I'll
link at
ask
questions.
Southampton. So we would only need to take care of Southampton.
Yeah, okay,
And
but
I'd be quite happy to help put them inside the magazine.
I just want to be able to have your
Yes,
assurance that I can pay reasonable costs.
See?
Yes, yes.
See?
I think we also need to ask David to get a cost of what it would be if we were to get an organisation
Yeah,
to
that's
do
what
to do a
Yeah,
delivery
that's
for
what I
us.
said.
Because-
Absolutely, Steve.
Yeah, and not mixed in with anything else, because it's that way then every household can be guaranteed
Yeah.
that they've had it.
Yeah, you might be guaranteed to find them over somebody's hedge, that's the trouble, but if they went into the Link magazine, you know they're going, and that's all about it.
I've just given you my opinion, that's all.
I think Steve means an organisation,
I don't mean like Cub Scouts,
Yeah.
I mean a proper delivery, so.
Proper delivery
yeah,
organisation.
Yeah. And I think if David gets some figures, then, you know,
Well, they're going to have to go out before we have another meeting anyway, so you really need to decide tonight.
Alison?
I agree with Steve that we should go for a proper delivery organisation. I mean, I know some councillors will be willing to volunteer, and I'm perfectly happy to stuff them in Link. But we do run the risk of the accusation, oh, I didn't have it, if we don't get somebody to deliver. We had the same problem, if you remember, with the post office, with Swindon Borough Council not delivering leaflets about the library, and actually they didn't come to certain houses, and they had a contract with the post office and we were told to take it up the post office. But I think we need to be absolutely crystal clear that we've got an organisation rather than a series of volunteers.
But the link is an organisation.
The link is an organisation, yes, and if people throw their link away and don't read it, you could.
And it goes to
say
every
that.
house.
Yes, I don't dispute that, but I think we might.
I don't see your problem,
If we
sorry.
have a budget, then David can.
Oh, spend it.
Yeah. You don't have to spend it, but you could then get the. You could look into the cost of a commercial organisation.
I don't like spending money, so.
If the link is deemed sufficient, then so.
Maureen?
Can I propose that we give David £1,000 budget to sort this?
Second that.
Yeah.
I'm going down the end there, Lynn, did you something to say?
No, I was just echoing what Alison has said. I think we need to look professional, be professional. The
I'm
leaflets
putting
have
up the
been
line.
done properly. Our staff aren't using their manpower to do it. Let's get on and do it professionally.
John? Same thing. Keith?
From my experience with the link, and it may have changed now with a new young licensed editor, but my previous experience with the link is that they've been unwilling to put leaflets in. So I'm just warning you that they may refuse.
Well, the only thing I would say about the link is, I deliver mine before before the first of the month. It arrived to me towards the end, and I deliver it before the first. But ours doesn't come till about the 15th sometimes. You know, so,
Which raises
I
the
want
case
to vote on the proposal
Well,
that
we're
was
not voting
seconded
yet.
a minute ago.
Pauline?
Can I just say, and I hope Alison doesn't mind, I think what Alison meant with the Link magazine was a little bit like the post office. So if somebody gets the Link magazine through the door and then throws it away, those people haven't seen it. Is that what you were?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
So we're perhaps considering more paying an
you
organisation.
could do the
to-
link
Yeah.
and an organisation.
Yeah.
All right. Right.
Professional.
I was just going to say, in my previous experience, we as a company have employed people to do mail drops, and it is a lot cheaper than you think. It's not expensive. Overall, you're only talking about 3,000 houses anyway,
Yeah.
which isn't a lot of houses. So the cost isn't going to be a lot.
No.
That's it then. Can we have a little vote that,
Can I just make one suggestion?
oh, anyone want a second Maureen's proposal?
Yeah, can I just make one suggestion, that it gets put on, if Dave's gonna get some figures, it gets put on the leisure committee agenda that's meeting on April the 18th, and then it can be discussed, and I'm not wait till June. But you know, I mean, I just,
Talked it to death tonight.
I just, I'm not saying, I just think professional
Save
organisation.
the money and then you can go.
Oh, every hand's out, everybody. So far, I'm saying, would anybody like a second Maureen?
I've already
Sure.
seconded it.
You've done that, thank you.
Should we then add to the proposal that we charge David to look for a professional company?
That's
and
it.
get
I should do
costs?
that. I should do that.
Yeah. Everybody happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Um,
Intuition, I've got it off.
And, in the